Santa, bring my baby back to me. Need a lot of presents to make my Christmas right. Good morning. Real me tight, old Santa. Elvis Christmas. Come on, tell me you got the Elvis Christmas CD. Yes. I have a blue Christmas tree we'll put up today. Santa, bring my baby back. Santa, bring my baby back. I guess I have to get serious here. Good morning, folks. Elvis Christmas. Come on, it's Christmas time. I know you all have your Elvis Christmas CD out there. You're playing it in the house. Okay, I'm your host, BKP. It is Tuesday. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I like to listen to a little music before I start, so sorry about that brief interruption. Let me tell you how you can get in touch with the show. We have some great news today. We really do. We're going to have Carla's Corner at 8:30, so stay with us. Carla will be here at 8:30 this morning. At 9 o'clock, we're going to talk about everything going on. How about this? If you are tuned in to any news network, now leave this up for a minute. Let me tell them how to get in touch. If you are tuned in to any news network this morning before you tuned in here, did they talk about the House of Representatives voting to send the tax bill to conference committee, the Senate tax bill to conference committee? Did you hear that this morning? Well, I'm going to tell you that and much, much more. We're going to talk about things we already knew was taking place. Now we know details, right? We have known for quite some time, James Comey and the FBI, serious problems. We've known that. I knew from day one Mueller there should not be a special counsel. Rod Rosenstein should have never succumbed to the pressure of liberal Democrats and appointed us. We know that. But now details are coming out that you will not hear anywhere else. You'll hear it on some of the shows today, but you won't hear it on MSNBC, CBS, ABC. The only thing that happened when Brian Ross at ABC got suspended for 4 weeks, the only thing that happened is it lowered their percentage of fake news for 4 weeks, but it's still fake. Their percentage of fake news went down just a little, but it's still fake. Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. You can get in touch with us at 706-889-9700. Anytime you want to send us a text message, get in touch with the show, 706-889-9700, or chief@fetchernews.com. That's our email address. Then you can also follow us on Twitter at FetcherNews, at FYNTV. You can follow us there. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's FYNTV Fetcher News. If you'll subscribe when we're live or we post a video, you'll get a notification. So good morning, Tuesday, December 5th. That means, I guess, 20 more days or Santa will be here for all the kids out there. Did you hear it's the end of the world as we know it? Armageddon. Nancy Pelosi yelled, "It's Armageddon, this tax bill." Have you heard that yet? I mean, it's just amazing, folks. We're going to talk about the tax bill in just a second. Now, Fridays, I want to give you something. Friday, okay. Friday we are at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. We're for the month of December. We're at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. We got some. We're having our Christmas party there. The Good Morning from the Office. This show's Christmas party with Circuit World. That'll be Friday, December 22nd. But this Friday we'll be there, and we have our Ask the Doc segment. I always want to put that out. Dr. William Whaley, we send your questions to him. If he does not get a chance to answer them on the show, he does send an answer. By email. So if you have a question for Dr. William Whaley, thank you, Georgia Cancer Specialist, you send that to info@fetchernews.com. and mark in the subject there, Ask the Doc, and we will get that to him. We always have Fridays, our Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, and our All-Star Panel. What we do on Fridays is we just grab the whole week of news and events together, push them together, and we let our All-Star Panel get a chance to say how they feel or how they see the direction of the news and what's going on in the media or the country on Friday. If you'd ever like to be a part of the All-Star Panel, you can email me, chief@fetchernews.com, or info and say, hey, I'd like to be a part of the All-Star Panel. Joe Scarborough this morning, MSNBC, he is going down. He is going down. Now, there's been a lot made out of. It was on several of the news. Yesterday on the 5, they played the video. It's been on several newscasts where they've played the video of Joy Behar getting all excited about the news from fake ABC Brian Ross, which is suspended for 4 weeks, that some media outlets do not like to talk about. But there's been a lot of play on how excited she got over that news. Minka Brzezinski, you can find her several times this morning within the hour chuckling. Now, in the first hour this morning, and I always bring this up, the tax bill was not referred to. Peter Strzok is, I think that's how they're pronouncing his name, the FBI agent that is now in HR. We have an FBI agent that was in the questioning of Michael Flynn, that determined Michael Flynn. He was in the collusion. If you notice, the Democrats have moved past collusion and they're enjoying obstruction now. No collusion. They know there's no collusion. Now it's obstruction. Okay, well, anyhow. So this guy was part of the collusion. The collusion's on the other side. And he was in the Michael Flynn interview. And he was also there on July 4th or 3rd. Was it 3rd? July 3rd, right? Remember that July 3rd that we will never forget, where the FBI pulled up to Hillary Clinton's house. A couple agents got out, went inside. Hillary baked cookies, made lemonade. They even sliced up some watermelon. You know, it is the 4th of July coming right up there. But she served tea, coffee, and cookies, and they had a conversation. They never placed her under oath at any time. So anything she said cannot be, I guess, a lie to the FBI. If you lie, do you not lie? If the FBI is sitting there, is the FBI sitting there? So if I brought you in the, I know everybody's saying, well, wait a minute. This is what separates the show, is you're not that bright because that is a legal term, lying to the FBI. Well, you know, I tell you what, if somebody comes in, this is where I'm different, okay? And God knows I'm different, right? If somebody comes in and sits in that chair across the room, which we have a chair across the room, and he shows me his identification, God knows that may happen one day. Holy mackerel. So anyhow, so he shows the identification, he or she, my God, I got to be careful. He or she, they show their identification, right? And it says FBI. You know, hey, sir, BKP, we're with the FBI. They got the dark glasses and everything. I have 2 chairs. There'll be 2 of them, right? Over there and over there. We need to ask you some questions. Am I under oath? No. Okay, go for it. Whatever it may be. If I'm here and they happen to be sitting there and I lie to them, maybe I live in just too simplistic of a world. Just as too simple. You lie to somebody, you lie. Anyhow, Hillary didn't lie. So it's high crimes and misdemeanors, okay? You do understand with the Michael Flynn pleading guilty to 1 count of lying to the FBI over 2 meetings with the Russians. Kislyak. Oh my God, now we know what Kislyak is now. 1 count. They have destroyed this man's life. Absolutely destroyed this man's life, okay? And we are having to live in fear of our government. That's where we're at. They will destroy your life. It is not the FBI coming in. It is the special counsel. It's legal. It is our legal branch of thugs that come in to destroy your life. Anyhow, let's move on from that. Okay, 8:30, Carla's Corner is going to be up. The only thing MSNBC focused on for the first hour, high crimes and misdemeanors. We should, MSNBC opened with obstruction of justice. Strzok's name never come up. The FBI agent that's now in HR. Do you realize the FBI agent that was in the Hillary interview that changed the language from what legally would have been charges? We'll get into that to a minute. Well, the Hillary Clinton email matter, okay? The matter of Hillary Clinton's emails from Department of Justice. They changed language. We know this for a fact now, that language with Hillary Clinton from the Department of Justice, okay, Loretta Lynch, on the email matter, refer to it as matter, okay, and from Peter Strzok, right, was that his name? Okay, they changed the language from, what did he change the language from? I have it here. Grossly negligent to extremely careless. So your Department of Justice, these are two places. Remember, your Department of Justice is the ones, okay, that Nunes, now I'm not trying to confuse, Devin Nunes is trying to get Peter Strzok to come in and sit down with the Justice Department, or the Justice Committee, or what House Judiciary Committee, or whoever the investigation that's handled in the House. Devin Nunes has tried to get Department of Justice to get former investigator on Hillary Clinton and Michael Flynn, but FBI agent Peter Strzok to come in. They won't let him come in. It's the Department of Justice that turned it into, don't forget, the Hillary Clinton email matter, and it was Peter Strzok, FBI agent, that changed the language from grossly negligent to extremely careless. They both work together, from Loretta Lynch, James Comey, this guy here. They all work together to craft the language all the way around Hillary Clinton to make it to where she could not be prosecuted. That's how hard they worked to keep Hillary Clinton, the deep state, the collusion. That's how hard they worked to keep her and her friends from not being prosecuted. Now flip it over. That's how hard they worked together, this Peter Strzok and you know, the Sally Yates, which was there before Sessions got confirmed. Sally, this is how hard they worked in the opposite direction to make it to where Michael Flynn broke the law. Worked very hard one way to cover somebody up, very hard another way to make sure they broke the law. And you keep hearing the Logan Act, okay? You keep hearing that over and over. Let me just say, the Logan Act, enacted January 30th, 1799, the United States federal law that criminalized negotiation between unauthorized persons and foreign governments having a dispute with the United States. Okay, only two people, this is from 1799, I don't know what I said, January 30th, 1799, only two people have been indicted for violating the Act's provisions. However, no person has ever been convicted of violating the Act. You keep hearing the Logan Act, okay? You know, it's funny, liberals have found the Logan Act this year. Let's just think about it. They found the Logan Act this year. They found the Constitution this year. Democrats have found the Logan Act, the Constitution, and the debt. I mean, I guess Donald Trump is working for everybody. They found the Constitution and the debt this year. Now, I want to talk about the tax plan briefly. Let's see what I have here. Let's play, and I told you this yesterday, let's play, and I just want to talk about the tax plan. We're going to get to the other things in detail, but I want to talk about the tax plan because let's put up, yesterday I did a segment, okay, about the tax plan. Let's put up Nancy Pelosi yesterday, and I'm going to tell you why they are bent out of shape over this tax plan. Let's play Nancy Pelosi, the Armageddon, and how dangerous it is, and it's the end of the world.
This news conference and on the floor, Democrats talk about this bill often in very apocalyptic terms, but isn't really what's going on is that many people are getting a very modest tax cut and some people are getting a tax increase while a lot of this is also going to business, but it's not the end of the world?
No, it is the end of the world. This healthcare, the debate on healthcare is life, death. This is Armageddon. This is a very big deal because you know why? There's really a very hard way to come back from this. They take us further, more deeply into debt. What can you do but raise taxes? They contend that they're a gift to corporate America of $1.5 trillion, could be up to $1.5 trillion, will be paid for by the growth it creates. And even their own people say, nonsense, not true, not true. So let's be truthful with the American people about that. They throw a few crumbs to the middle class. What they give with one hand, they take away in bounty with the other. And why? Because it is in their DNA to give tax cuts to the rich. That's their purpose in coming to Congress. The only reason it isn't the end of the world is because America is a great country. And the greatness of America and the fact that God is always with us is what gives us hope. But it's very important for the American people to know how adversely they will be personally affected by all of this.
Okay. All right, here's what that means, okay? Put up the picture. Let me tell you what Nancy Pelosi, end of the world, while they're all, just put up the overseas cash, okay, document that I gave you. All right, all right. It's the end of the world. Now, here's what you have to pay attention to with liberals and the socialist Bernie Sanders side. The government is your best friend. The government wants to be in every aspect of your life. The government wants to control everything that you have, including letting you know where to go to the doctor, when to go to the doctor, all the above, okay? It's the end of the world, okay? What that means is this tax plan could be, it is a time that Trump has the greatest generations assembled, okay? So if you're from 65 and older, you understand what this can do. If you're in that 35 to 50 zone, or let's say 55 zone, and you're just at the part where your business can flourish, take off, you could really amass the wealth that you've worked hard and learned, for the first 20 years how to make this happen, let's say 35 to 55 or even 60, you're right there. This tax plan could really affect you, okay? If you just got out of college, we'll say 25 to 35, 38, this tax plan will really affect you because the job market and what will happen in the growth that will take place, and it could take the generation coming out of high school going to college that's coming out of college today, it could take that group and it could really turn them into showing them what real stimulus and a real economy looks like. They don't want you, that's the end all, they don't want you to see a real economy, and they don't want you to see a cash infusion that does not come from the government. They do not want you to see any kind of economic the new norm. They want to blow up the new norm that everything's just going to coast, okay? Obama had everything coasting. You know, you're playing your video games, nobody's upset, everything is coasting, okay? No real major expansion. We're sitting there and we're letting the government take care of us. That being said, let's just move past that. That's exactly what she is trying to say. There is no coming back from this. It'll be hard to come back because they say it's creating debt, and it's a gift of $1.5 trillion. Now, the gift that they're calling $1.5 trillion, that is just onshore right here. That's at home. What they're not doing is up there on the screen, the repatriated, the offshore money. There could be as much as $3 trillion. So you take the money at home, and add 1.5 to 3. There could be as much as $4.5 trillion, more than half of the debt alone that under the Obama administration. Remember, I will tell you that Barack Obama did not create all $8 trillion of his debt. Don't get upset with me, but he was president, okay? It is his debt. It's the buck stops at his desk. But there were Republicans in charge, folks. There was a Republican that ushered in, called Republican George W. Bush, that ushered in the debt. It was rolling right along real nicely. And then we had the $800 billion that we printed to give King Henry Paulson so we could stabilize the financial industry, okay, to slow down further collapse in this country, so on and so forth. Remember this, okay? Don't forget, with the $4.5 trillion of possible stimulus that comes from out of the country and in the country, possible stimulus that does not come from the government, that is not printed, that is not coming through the Federal Reserve, that you do not owe any money on, America, you will not owe interest on. They cannot allow you to see what happens with that kind of economic cash infusion into this country, and it blows up. Remember this. Stay with me, folks. Remember this. We had to bail the auto industry out. We had to bail them out with government money. We had to take our money. We had to bail them out. If we let the big three collapse, if we did anything like that, it wasn't just them. It was the little manufacturer down in Toledo that made a windshield. It was the little manufacturer down in Ohio or down in Indiana that made, switches for whatever. It was the little manufacturer that made the headrest. All the above, we kept hearing this over and over and over. It is their suppliers that will get hurt. It is the backbone of the country, the small business that supplies these major corporations. Now, fast forward to 2017. Today, sign this tax bill. Put $4.5 trillion of cash infusion into this country. Guess who it helps? It helps the person that has the small business in these little, drive America, damn it, drive, get out and drive. These little metal buildings are popped up everywhere, and there's small little manufacturers that make the widgets. What the hell's a widget? I don't know, but we'll use that for an example, okay? You make the little widget. Now you can sell the widget. People are ordering the widget, the big corporations, because they need more widgets to put in their more fancy phones. Because they're manufacturing them here. They don't want you to see that. They don't want you to know that. They want to keep you from that. That's what Nancy Pelosi and them want to do. So when they say it's the end of the world, this could blow up everything. Why do you think there is an effort to take down the President of the United States daily? This could blow up everything. It is Armageddon. Donald Trump is their Armageddon. Between the swamp, this money comes into this country. Oh, I can go on and on. A gift. No, it is a gift. It will be a stimulus package that you, the American people, will not have to have a president of the United States sign a stimulus package to do. You won't do it. You won't print it. You won't pay for it. And you won't owe interest on it. Okay? And all we keep hearing is it increases the debt. No, it does not. It will offset. This is where you have to hold Republicans accountable. You have to. This tax cut in America will offset the debt they say it causes by economic growth. There's no way of getting around it. Only way to get around it is they spend the money. As soon as this tax debt, they want to make it permanent. Well, we can get into the Senate side and the House side. The Senate side wants to make corporate taxes permanent, but not the personal taxes to you and I. The House side wants to make the corporate taxes permanent and the taxes permanent to you and I. So they're in the conference. We'll go over that in a minute, okay? But the point is, the point is they don't want us to have an opportunity. What we have to do as soon as this is passed, we have to pass something or do something that says, okay, we cannot, remember pay-go? We need to do something serious that says we cannot take the reserves that it creates and let it add to the debt. We need to do that, meaning we can't keep outspending what we bring in. Can't outspend what we bring in. What is that, zero-based budgeting? I don't know. Anyhow, we can't do that. And we have to say why we have the houses, that we're going to do something to start paying down the debt. So those are the two things that have to happen. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. No matter what you're listening to out there, folks, Merry Christmas, because Donald Trump, the President of the United States, says he's going to give you a Christmas present, and that Christmas present is this tax plan. And we know the House of Representatives, because nobody else will tell you out there, they voted to send it into conference. It's in conference now. Let's get it to the President's desk, and let's get $4.5 possible trillion of cash infusion into this country. Merry Christmas, baby. All right, we'll be back right after these messages with Carlos Corner.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Broken Bull, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bull, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning. It's time for Carla's Corner every Tuesday morning at 8:30. And as you can see, and I could see it too if I had the glasses on, which ones will get me there? That little emblem there, it says Gilmer Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And how are you, Carla?
Good. We're going to get this out of the way because you said last week you wanted to talk about it.
I'm going to get this out of the way. Oh, that makes me nervous.
So, Paige has been sick. So we
haven't
had time.
I didn't want to talk about this right now. Or you go ahead.
Yeah, so we haven't really had time to talk about the game. But I will say this, go Dogs. But I will also say this, that that was not the same Auburn team we played 2 weeks ago, just for the record. Their quarterback lost that game for them. So it was just kind of sad, sort of, but it's okay because we deserve it. So we're excited. Go Dogs. I saw this morning on Twitter a picture of Rose Bowl Stadium, Oklahoma, and Georgia's banners hanging out front. It's awesome.
So you think you can get past Oklahoma?
I'm hoping we can get past Oklahoma.
Well, let's just take the SEC championship and hold on to that for just a minute because that's big, good for the Dogs. So is a certain unnamed person being hard to get along with right now, or is she over it already? Or that
she's
person?
got the flu, so she doesn't really care.
Oh, double shot.
Yeah, she just doesn't care. I don't think at this point. The thing is those playoff brackets.
Do you think it's a gift to Alabama? I don't hate Alabama. I'm not a hater. I'm not a college football hater. I watch social. In fact, I could not go on my Facebook feed Friday about 7:30, right? Or Saturday night about 7:30. Like game came on at 4 or 5, about 6:30. I could not.
I stayed off of Twitter
right, but
for a while.
My Facebook feed. I was happy for the Dogs, but it just went on and on and on. But I see the college fighters, and I understand they're passionate. But I'm not a college hater, so I don't hate Alabama. But I do think Alabama got a gift. I think a gift.
Well,
Alabama got a Christmas present.
It's like I watched it when they announced the rankings on Sunday, and it was funny. They interviewed the chairman of the playoff committee.
Right.
And he basically made it sound like that, all this drama over who was going to get number 4 was no drama. That they knew that Alabama was going to get that slot. That Ohio State beating Wisconsin had nothing to do with it.
Well, they say the strength of the schedule.
Well, they said
the strength of the schedule.
This is what the argument was: is there was an argument over those 4 slots are designated for the 4 best teams in the country, not the 4 most deserving teams, the 4 best teams in the country. And the argument came that at the end of the day, Alabama would have never lost to Iowa the way that Ohio State did. And then Ohio State barely beat Wisconsin. Alabama probably would have destroyed Wisconsin. So the argument is that Alabama, even though they were not playing as good as they've done in the past, they are still the the 4th best team in the country. That's what they're saying. And so I was like sitting back thinking, well, how can you argue that? How can you argue that Alabama is not, even though they didn't go to a championship game, they didn't win a championship game, are they still the 4th best team in the country?
You want to help me do a sports show?
If it's not about college football, I'll bust it. I don't know anything about anything else.
Okay, because that was pretty good. I mean, no, you just articulated an entire...
Well, I've been watching sports shows for 4 months now. Jesse Palmer is my hero. I literally just repeated Jesse Palmer. I watched him last night on the great holiday bake-off championship on the Food Network.
We didn't have to go there. We're talking college football. I don't care what this guy does.
But Jesse Palmer, so he's like, how I just explained college football. He's like, so tell us what went into your goat cheesecake. I mean, like, he did it just as if he was describing. Did you, like, it was so funny watching Jesse Palmer narrate a Food Network show.
I don't know when I have ever had somebody get my attention and lose my attention as fast as you just did.
Well, when?
You got my attention and you lost my attention, which is not hard. People out there will say it's not hard, okay, to lose my attention on something. How are you?
And people out there would say it's not hard for you to lose our attention either.
I understand. So that is the rankings. I don't know that I disagree with that. I just think it just seems like Alabama fell on the right side of that coin.
The biggest problem they're going to run into, the playoff committee and everybody, is the backlash of there's no Big Ten, there's no Big 12, right. there's no East or West Coast teams, there's nobody. Right. I mean, but the thing is,
there's nothing west of the Mississippi.
It's like Paul Feinbaum said, if no Alabama team makes it into the playoffs, he's like, you will hear about that.
Well, Alabama, I think, because I'm the conspiracy theorist, I think that the biggest ratings in modern day college football for a national championship game would be a Georgia-Alabama. They would be enormous. It would be watched coast to coast.
I think
north,
that the
south,
ratings for the rematch between Clemson and Alabama at the Sugar Bowl, it's going to be some seriously high ratings.
Well, I agree with that. I agree. All right, let's move on. What do we have? I mean, I didn't know what Carlos Corner was.
So guess what today is?
I don't know. Festivus for the rest of us? I don't know.
Guess what happened? Mr. should know all of this history and important government stuff. What happened on this day in 1933?
I don't know. What happened?
Prohibition ended.
Oh. Yeah, I would figure you knew that. I would figure that you knew that. Yeah, I'd figure that. So what does that mean? Are you getting ready to tell me there's a prohibition party?
There is a prohibition party.
I figured that was coming next.
So we actually did a little blog on our website, released
and
it
where
yesterday.
Would that be?
GomerChamber.com.
No, not the blog. Where's the party?
Well, I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
And so we put together 5 ways that you can celebrate the end of Prohibition in LJ.
If you remember not being able to belly up to the bar and buy a beer, except from Al Capone and his friends, this is an important day to you.
There are still people alive that could buy alcohol.
No, forget it. You missed that.
I mean, I'm not like most excellent.
We'll do anything to have a party, is what I'm
21
saying.
21 years old in 1933.
All right, get to the point.
You are rotting right now. Anyway, so we got 5 ways to celebrate the end of Prohibition. Number 1 is the Prohibition Party at River Street Tavern. It's Saturday. Everybody dress in their era attire. It's the 1930s dress attire. It's a huge party. They do it every year.
That is a pretty big party.
It is, and it's a lot of fun. There's some photos. Go to River Street Tavern's Facebook. They have an event created on their Facebook page. We have it on our calendar events. And then the next one that we're going to mention is you can go fill up your growler at the hitching post. I did not know what a growler is, so I had to learn. I had to go to the hitching post. He had to show me. A lady came in. She filled up her growler, so I got to see how it all works. And I have decided that that is a pretty amazing thing that we can do that. So at the hitching post, they have these like almost like the old moonshine jug, kind of nice jugs to fill up, or you can they have like just cartons that you can get for free to fill up. But it's just like a tap and you just fill it up. But did you know back in forever ago, fathers used to send their kids to go fill up the jugs at the fill up their growlers to go get beer and bring it back to them. So anyway, that's the history of some history on growlers. But hitching post, South Main Street, you can fill up your growlers to celebrate the end of Prohibition, something you couldn't do before 1933-ish. And then, number 3, moonshine tastings at Mountain Treasures. You can actually go and do tastings of Farmhouse Moonshine. It's a brand, by the way. You can also buy it at the hitching post or buy it at Mountain Treasures.
So Mountain Treasure. Okay, that's 3. You said there were 5.
Yep. Number 4.
When is this? When can you buy this? We're already
anytime. I'm just telling you ways that you can
number
celebrate.
4.
Number 4 is obviously wine tastings at the vineyards. Obviously. And Carter K Vineyards just released their new Chimney Delight and their 2017 Chimney Noel, their Christmas wine. And then I heard that all of the Christmas cab from Chateau Maitre has been sold, and so they're starting to put a special Christmas label on some LJ Red, which is the release that happened this past summer, which is a partnership between Mountain Treasures and Chateau Maitre. So there's some new wines out there you can taste. So that's 4. Number 5, you can go to Appalachian Beverage and buy whatever you want. Celebrate your right to do what you want to do. It's America. Prohibition's over.
I go to Appalachian Beverage all the time.
Is it because of me?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Every Tuesday afternoon, he has a meeting at the Appalachian Beverage because of Carlos Corner.
I go to Appalachian Beverage all the time. Cheap cigars.
They do have good cigar selection.
Yeah, that's where I get. I mean, sorry, folks, don't try this at home, kids. Yeah, I'm the one concerned about telling you I go get cheap cigars. She did a whole segment on all the places you can go drinking.
Listen, just to be specific, Appalachian Beverage does not just have cheap cigars. They have very nice cigars, too. That's just all he smokes.
Yeah, we do need to do that clarification. My apology out there.
They have very nice cigars.
They do.
Want a nice cigar.
They do. They do. But they stock... I guess thinking about what I said, they stock a very nice, affordable cigar for BKP. They stock one down there in the corner, an affordable selection for BKP. That's where, as you have heard on the show, I get my affordable cigars. Is that what I should
That's a better word.
All right.
I would rather you call me affordable than cheap.
Well, people will call me and they'll say, "Where you headed? Home?" That sit on the porch and smoke a cheap cigar. So it's pretty much out there. Okay, so you've labeled all the places to go drinking here to celebrate Prohibition, the end of Prohibition, and that is a end of Prohibition party at River Street Tavern. That is Saturday night.
Yep.
That is great. Let's see if I can remember the second place. You can fill your growler or whatever up at the hitching post, right? Yep. That's the second place. The third thing is Chateau Maitre is releasing another Christmas wine. Did I get that wrong? Or I don't know how I'm at. Wine tasting everywhere.
And Carter K Vineyards released 2 new wines, and Chateau Maitre, they sold out of their Christmas cab, so they're putting a special...
What was 4?
Moonshine tastings.
Moonshine tastings. My grandma did moonshine tastings, but we
Well, I had to
didn't
clarify-
go anywhere.
I had to clarify that this
We
is
didn't take grandma anywhere to do her
farmhouse moonshine. This is an actual produced moonshine, and that they bottle it, and you can go to Mountain Treasures and they'll let you do tastings of it, so you can pick. They have different flavors, whichever one you want to buy. And Hitching Post also sells that brand of moonshine, but it's not. Cheryl's got little mason jars under the counter. It's not that kind of thing. It's and in the summertime she makes moonshine slushies, that peach moonshine.
You know, my grandma did moonshine tastings, but we'd had to get it off the top of the refrigerator for her, and then in the afternoon she'd tell us stories. So I'm just saying. So moonshine tasting, right?
Yes.
And then Appalachian beverage.
And then Appalachian beverage.
All right. So there's all the drinking events during the holiday season at this current time. What else do we have? You said you had a lot.
So this weekend is also the kickoff for the first Best Series performance for Gilmore Arts. It's Mountain Faith Band. It's a bluegrass band, but they'll be performing Saturday night. But it's the first of all. The Best Series run all the way through the winter. But it's the first concert that they'll have. So you can still get tickets for that through Gilmore Arts. But it's Saturday night.
Okay, the Best Series, and I tell you what, they bring in very good talent, always an enjoyable show, and you just can't beat the Best Series. So follow that. What else do we have?
So I got to do my 3 things to give, like 3 gift ideas and 3 giving ideas. So
Gift and giving.
So my 3 giving ideas this time is. The IMBA, which is the International Mountain Bike Association, has created a dig-in fundraiser for the Ridgeway Park trails, the ones at Carter's Lake, to help raise a little bit of money to finish that project. Which is, I don't know if y'all remember, but when the power lines came through, they had to dig up some of the trails, and then Georgia Transmission they fixed what they messed up, but we took this opportunity to expand the trails and make them better. So we're trying to raise a little bit more money to finish that project up. And so if you go on our Facebook page, and if you go to imba.com or just search Dig In IMBA, you can find the fundraiser, and you can help us raise some money for our mountain bike trails. That's one way to give. Another way to give is the Gilmore Senior Center is putting together little care packages of necessities for seniors that are on their Meals on Wheels program.
Right. Okay.
And at the senior center, and it's like shampoo, lotion, chapstick, just necessities for those seniors. So you can get in contact with Stephanie Fink at the Senior Center if you want to give and donate to that. And then the last but not least, and you'll love this one, this is your favorite. Don't forget the animal shelter.
Oh, okay.
Let's give the gifts to the pups. Let's take toys up there. You can take dog food, cat litter, cat food, cat toys, leashes, harnesses, crates. They need all of those things. So, or give the gift that keeps on giving, adopt a pet for Christmas.
Okay, but you got to be careful with the adopt a pet for Christmas.
I know, but don't adopt a pet that you don't need. But get a pet if that's something you've been thinking about and you want to surprise a kid and love and happiness at Christmas time.
Okay.
Yeah, like Moo would not do well for me to get her a pet, so I'm not going to get her a pet for Christmas. My kids are petted out; they get no more pets.
Okay.
So you can, like I said, go donate dog food if you don't want a pet.
I didn't say if you don't want a pet. I just want to caution people on the Christmas present dog.
I know.
I just want to make sure. Don't take that wrong. But I see. Everybody thinks, well, somebody wanted a puppy and they didn't want a puppy, and then they all have to go back to work. You get the puppy or you get the dog, and it's great because everybody's home from work for a week or whatever, and nobody goes back to school. And then when everybody goes back, oh, what do we do with the dog? We didn't think this out. Sorry.
Think it out before you go get a kid
Bottom line.
a dog for Christmas.
Think it out.
And before you go pay ridiculous amounts of money at a pet store, visit the animal shelter.
That, we'll go with that. I agree with you 100%. I'm not against
So that's
anything.
my 3 giving.
All right, what's your 3 gifts? Oh, my gosh.
3 gift ideas. My favorite next to one is restaurant gift certificates.
Restaurant gift certificates.
All day long.
All day long.
We have great restaurants. I walked into the Festival of Trees last Tuesday. Was that Tuesday? Yeah. Walked into the Festival of Trees. They were doing door prizes. I won a honey baked ham gift certificate.
Yeah, you won't hush about the honey baked ham gift certificate. You keep going on and on about that. I had to hear that last week. I hear it again this week. On and on. You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
Gift certificates are the best thing in the world. Food gift certificates. Okay, and I also
in all of our restaurants, and and unless she wants to highlight, that's up to her. But what I'm saying is, I don't want to miss anybody because we have so many great restaurants that are chamber members or in this local area or in your local area. And if you'll walk in and say, I want a gift certificate, I'm not knocking chains. Let me be nice about it. I'm not knocking chains. But if you're at the big store, the real big store, and you're standing there checking out and you swirl the little thing around and you get the little gift cards to those mega chains, well, that's okay. You may want to do that. But, go to your restaurants and say, hey, I want a gift certificate. And I'm going to tell you what, that's going to mean more to the person. That you got this gift certificate, you got this card, couldn't figure out what to get me, so you were standing in line, you said, I'll throw this one that starts last name Garden in my ear, it's $20. Go local, it will mean more, and then if they go one time, they may enjoy the restaurant and our local business. Did I get that right?
It's a great gift idea for grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, I like that.
Or mom and dad who don't need anything, but they don't cook every night. So if you give them a gift certificate that they can use, they'll go out and have a good meal.
Highly endorse the local restaurant gift certificates. Really do. Walk in and say that. So what are we up to?
The next one I have on good authority.
Good authority.
That New Ground Market is getting from a special company. Can't remember the name of it. It would save my soul. But they're getting wassail from a manufacturer.
So you have insider information?
Yes, that she's getting wassail. She's supposed to let me know as soon as it comes in so I can go and get some. But that is the most amazing thing to happen to Christmas, that we can get wassail, good wassail, locally.
And what is this?
Huh?
What is wassail?
You don't know what wassail is?
No, I have no idea.
It's a beverage. It's like eggnog, but not nasty.
So
I will Google exactly.
I am the only one. Am I the only one out there that does not know what this wassail, this great wassail? Oh, Sam didn't know.
Wassail is a beverage of hop mulled cider, traditionally drunk as an integral part of wassailing, a medieval English drinking ritual.
Also, I don't wassail.
He doesn't wassail.
You said it's a part of wassailing.
Well, see, when I was in Germany, we drank Glühwein, which is a mulled wine.
Oh, well, all of us haven't ventured out to Germany, and we haven't been expecting our new shipment of wassail.
So I'm very excited because you usually can't get this stuff unless you go down to like Atlanta at a world market or somewhere.
So what you're telling me is you got insider information that anybody that wants to wassail, wants to try wassail, or needs wassail. We should have like a wassailing something. We should do that. Okay, so but you can go
but you
find out.
But you can get it at New Ground Market.
New Ground Market will
She's
have
gonna let us know
wassail,
as soon as it's available.
And you can rush right down there. Limited supplies. Only while it lasts will you be able to get wassail at New Ground Market. I love to do that. Go ahead next. What?
So another gift idea. I'm all about the gift certificates today. So another great gift idea, actually, I'll save that one for next week. We're going to do this one. So if you would like LJ apples, you want LJ apples, but you don't live here, you can have them shipped to you.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, I'm glad you knew that. You didn't know what wassail was. So RNA Orchards and Merciers will ship you apples. So if you want to, like when I was little, my grandpa used to always get us pecans from South Georgia. He would send them to us for Christmas. That was part of our Christmas gift. Are they pecans?
Yes. Not pecans?
No, they're not pecans. And he would send those to us. But maybe you have family members that you want to send them some nice LJ apples for Christmas. You can have them shipped to them. It's a great gift. You just call them, or I think you can order on their websites. But send the gift of LJ apples.
I agree with that. This is this time of the year where a lot of people go and shop to send gift packages all over the United States or the world. And did you say RNA?
RNA Mercier special.
RNA and Mercier's shipping gift boxes, and I guarantee you they have a great assortment of gift boxes that you can send a little taste from our North Georgia
and they just
mountain
don't
apple
throw
orchard.
apples in a box. They have like foam, and the apples are in the foam individually, so they're not like banging against each other.
So you want our viewers to think that these people just threw apples in a box?
Well, that's the way you just made it sound.
I didn't make it sound like that.
I was just clarifying.
A gift box. Have you ever received a gift box? I understand. They know how to do it. I know these people. You will get a very nice gift box from these people. There won't be apples just thrown in the box.
Just being specific.
Okay, what else you have?
So today is Business Connections at the Chamber.
And what time is that?
Starts at 4:30. At 6 o'clock, we'll do our cash drawing of $250, and the event ends at 6:30. It's at the Chamber. It's our annual Christmas Connections Christmas party. We have food and networking, and it's just one of our annual events that we do every year, and it's a lot of fun.
Will Santa Claus be there? No Santa Claus.
No Santa Claus.
Meatballs?
As this event has... Yes, meatballs will be there. As this event has grown, we've had to limit the activities available at it.
I could forgo Santa Claus if meatballs are there.
Yes, we figured as much.
All right, what did you say? About you've limited the event, or you've done what?
Well, it's gotten so crowded because so many people come that, you can't have, music playing in this corner and Santa Claus in this corner, and we just try to make it more comfortable for people to be there because there's a lot of people that come.
Yeah.
So, which makes for great networking opportunities. You get to meet a lot of people that you don't see every day. So.
And for the most part, everybody that comes to this particular business connection, it's that time of the year where, everybody's nice.
Yeah.
Even I go and
Yeah. You don't go to anything.
I go to the business connection. When I go in the business connection, I get out of the car and I said...
He goes to this one. Lisa goes to the other ones.
I don't
have anything. You.
Tonight is the business connection. Do you have anything else?
I just want... And I'll spill this one.
You have a closer?
I have a closer. No. So, not this weekend, but next weekend is the Cookie Walk by Good Samaritan Catholic Church.
Oh, that's
if you have never been to the Cookie Walk, it's pretty amazing. So I just wanted to plug that, but I'm going to talk about it more next week.
It's right up there with Wazzle.
It is. You get your wassail and then wassail yourself over to the Cookie Walk and get cookies. And I'm telling you, that would be an amazing Saturday right there.
My tree is now 3 years old, and this is my FYN tree that Carla... fixed up for the show 3 years ago. This is my third year with this tree.
I was looking for the episode from last week to share, and I found the episode where I gave you the tree. I was like, holy cow.
This is our third year doing this, and the tree, thank you so much. I save it, put it up, I take care of it because it's important to me, and I appreciate it. And I just want to close with, you enjoy Christmas trees, do you not?
Yes.
How many?
I have 8 at my house. I think that includes the library, the book tree. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 at my house. And then 1 in my office. And then I did the chamber tree. Mm-hmm. And then that's it so far.
That's it.
I usually do a ton of them at my mother-in-law's house, but she didn't. The problem is we do it and then nobody helps put it up. So she's like, time out. Let's think this through this year.
You come over here, you put up 10 trees, and then nobody comes back January 1st. All right,
we'd all go over there and help put them all up, us and all the grandkids and everybody, and now that's not the case.
Well, Christmas last year, you were headed over to Germany.
I know. I'm kind of missing that excuse where people would be like, are you going to Walt? No, I'm going to Europe this year.
Right, so...
I'm just having that. Sorry, can't go into Europe.
Tonight is Christmas Connections. This is 6:30?
Starts at 4:30.
Did I say 6:30?
6:30 is when it ends.
But you didn't want everybody to rush. I wanted to meet up to the meatballs.
For the drawing.
Oh. Christmas Connections tonight at the Chamber at 4:30. Everybody is welcome. Stop by, say hello. Great networking time. Everybody's in the holiday Christmas spirit. It's on the north side of 515, the north side bound lanes of 515. The big green sign that says Gilmer Chamber Welcome Center right there, and you'll know it by the Waffle House and all the other restaurants, Burger King, Waffle House, Pools Barbecue, you name it, it's right there, but it's stuck there. So come over there at 4:30 today. That's the Christmas Connection, and it's really an enjoyable time to get to say hello to everybody. Also, we have all the multiple places for you to celebrate the end of Prohibition, and those are all on the Chamber calendar of events. And then we have our gift giving and the gifts. Don't forget your wassail, all the gift opportunities out there. And don't forget Messrs. Orchards and RNA Orchards. They do ship gift packages from our great North Georgia mountain apple vineyards here.
I had a food theme.
Well, now
it just occurred to me I had a food and drink theme for today. Like everything was about food and drink. All my gift ideas were food ideas.
You do realize when I'm closing the segment, what occurred to you has to be put on hold?
Okay, so in the future, Sam's going to have a little thought bubble. So when it happens, thought bubble appears, and I don't just shout it out.
Okay. Everything we've talked about, folks, is on the calendar of events. The best series. You don't want to miss that great music, a bluegrass type, but all the information on the show is there. Where you can go get your affordable cigars, Appalachian beverage, along with some other Christmas spirits. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back right after these messages. Take us to break, Sam.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead.
You know what time it is? Model year-end closeout time at Days Chevy in Jasper, with huge savings on every 2017 Chevy in stock, like over $6,500 off on Malibu, just $17,900, or save a payload on Silverado Double and Crew Cabs, starting from just $31,800. The discounts are big, and the time is now during the model year-end closeout. Hurry to Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Sam, good morning. We're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, we talked about in the first, let's give everybody our information, 706-889-9700. That's how you would contact the show, or if you ever have breaking news out there in North Georgia, if you have breaking news anywhere around the North Georgia area, please let us know. That's how you contact us, chief@fetchernews.com, and on Twitter at FYNTV at Fetcher News. Now, we talked in the beginning of the show about the tax plan, and I'm trying to get away from the smoke of the Michael Flynn, Hillary Clinton, but we have to go back to that. So let's start this segment out. Let's talk President Trump lying to the FBI destroyed Michael Flynn's life. Can you get that video up for me? This is the president yesterday making an open comment. And I have waited my entire life for a president to have enough nerve to look at TV cameras and just say what happened. Just tell it like it is. And that's why he's my president. I hope he's yours too. Do you have that video? All right, let's go with that.
Well, I feel badly for General Flynn. I feel very badly. He's led a very strong life, and I feel very badly, John. I will say this. Hillary Clinton lied many times to the FBI. Nothing happened to her. Flynn lied, and they destroyed his life. I think it's a shame. Hillary Clinton, on the 4th of July weekend, went to the FBI, not under oath. It was the most incredible thing anyone's ever seen. She lied many times. Nothing happened to her. Flynn lied, and it's like they ruined his life. It's very unfair. Thank you very much.
Okay, so Hillary Clinton, the 4th of July weekend that we talked about, that the FBI went and interviewed, put up the picture of Peter Strzok. I think the only one I have is him and Robert Mueller, but that's okay. So we know that on that 4th of July weekend, this is the FBI agent. He was there. Peter Strzok was in the room with Hillary Clinton at that meeting, and it was not under oath. Hillary Clinton was never placed under oath. This man here was removed by Robert Mueller back, I think, in July from the investigation concerning Trump and the collusion and the Russian investigation. He was removed from Robert Mueller's team and sent to HR for him and Lisa Page. Sent from put up Strzok and Lisa Page. I think I have a picture of the two of them. They were both removed. We don't know where Lisa Page was sent. She's an FBI attorney. Okay, so we're making a big deal that Donald Trump's attorney wrote this tweet. Did Trump write it or did Donald Trump's attorney write it? Well, we're making a big deal because maybe this attorney was involved in helping change the language in Hillary Clinton's, statement there on her email so she would not have been prosecuted. But she is an FBI attorney. He is an FBI special agent. Peter Strzok, he was in the interview with Hillary Clinton on the 4th of July that she lied over and over. He was in the interview with Michael Flynn. He was part of the Michael Flynn investigation. Come to find out, the two of them having an extramarital affair, and 2, exchanging emails, text messages. They were exchanging text messages that were pro-Hillary Clinton and anti-Donald Trump. Wow. That's big in some circles. That's really big. I mean, Michael Flynn should have had an unbiased, unpartisan interview on his guilty of 1 count of lying to the FBI. That was set up by Sally Yates. He gets removed. Okay, we can go into great detail. He gets removed by Mueller from the investigation. Doesn't lose his job. He does not lose his job, but he gets demoted to HR. This is a senior level investigator. He was there at Hillary Clinton's when they had the tea and cookies and they talked to Miss Clinton about her email matter. He was there. But he got demoted to HR, and I said earlier, the joke I said earlier is he is answering phone calls from people all across the United States in the Bureau. Hey, can you look up how many sick days I have left this year? It's December. Do I have to take my vacation days or lose them? Or will they roll over to next year? That's the department he's in. You know, I don't know how this sounds, but anything remotely this close to what happened with this guy and this woman in the text messages of pro-Clinton, anti-Trump, involved in any kind of court case or anything like that would be a dismissal. Okay? Be immediate dismissal, all right, of the case. I think this alone is an immediate dismissal. I said from day one, I'm on record from day one that Robert Mueller should have never been appointed. We should not have appointed a special, but he should have been removed. Okay, so let's go to the next one, okay? Because you got to understand, Michael Flynn, there's a couple things I want you to parallel here, all right? Let's go to Gowdy grills Comey over Clinton Foss. Let's go to that video. Tell me when you have it ready where I can. Now, here's Trey Gowdy, and he's got Comey under oath. Under oath. Hey, you promised to tell me the truth. Under oath, all right? And he's going to ask how many times Miss Clinton was dishonest, okay? So go to that video.
Secretary Clinton said there was nothing marked classified on her emails either sent or received. Was that true?
That's not true. There were a small number of portion markings on, I think, 3 of the documents.
Secretary Clinton said, I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email. There is no classified material. Was that true?
There was classified material emailed.
Secretary Clinton said she used just one device. Was that true?
She used multiple devices during the 4 years of her term as Secretary of State.
Secretary Clinton said all work-related emails were returned to the State Department. Was that true?
No, we found work-related emails, thousands, that were not returned.
Secretary Clinton said neither she nor anyone else deleted work-related emails from her personal account. Was that true?
That's a harder one to answer. We found traces of work-related emails on devices or in Slack space, whether they were deleted or whether when a server was changed out, something happened to them. There's no doubt that there were work-related emails that were removed electronically from the email system.
Secretary Clinton said her lawyers read every one of the emails and were overly inclusive. Did her lawyers read the email content individually?
No.
Well, in the interest of time, and because I have a plane to catch tomorrow afternoon, I'm not going to go through any more of the false statements, but I am going to ask you to put on your old hat. False exculpatory statements, they are used for what?
Well, either for a substantive prosecution or for evidence of intent in a criminal prosecution.
Exactly. Intent and consciousness of guilt, right?
Intent and consciousness of guilt, right? How many lies did James Comey admit that Hillary Clinton told? One device. How many lies did James Comey admit to that actually we have record of Hillary Clinton lying? Do you think in that meeting that day on July 3rd, they asked her in the email matter, Miss Clinton, how many devices did you have? Did she say one, or did she say, well, look, since this is off the record, I'm going to come clean and I had 7 or 8? How many direct statements related to this did they ask her during that holiday weekend? How many did they ask her during that holiday weekend? That did she come clean? We know she lied to Congress. We know she lied under oath. James Comey knows she was not honest. The list goes on and on. And you don't think there's collusion, conspiracy, and a deep state in this country when Michael Flynn has been is guilty of one count of Kislyak talking to the Russians, and the Logan Act comes up, and the president is guilty of obstruction according to the left? Deutsche Bank. Mueller has sent Deutsche Bank in Germany a subpoena wanting Trump's bank records, wanting certain bank records on him and his personal family. And you don't know what you're witnessing here? That's the FBI. Why do you think the FBI is in tatters? Let's go to one more video I have. I think I have one more in place. Clinton did not lie to the FBI. I think that one's there. I think that's there. You got that one? Tell me when that's ready, okay? All right. Here's Comey again. Let's watch this one.
Did Hillary Clinton lie?
To the FBI? We have no basis to conclude she lied to the FBI.
Did she lie to the public?
That's a question I'm not qualified to answer. I can speak about what she said to the FBI.
Did Hillary Clinton lie under oath?
Not to the FBI, not in a case we're working.
Did you review the documents where Congressman Jim Jordan asked her specifically, and she said, quote, there was nothing marked classified on my emails, either sent or received, end quote?
I don't remember reviewing that particular testimony. I'm aware of that being said, though.
Did Hillary Clinton break the law?
In connection with her use of the email server, my judgment is that she did not.
Did you just not able to prosecute it, or did Hillary Clinton break the law?
Well, I don't want to give an overly lawyerly answer. The question I always look at is there evidence that would establish beyond a reasonable doubt that somebody engaged in conduct that violated a criminal statute? And my judgment here is there is not.
The FBI does background checks. If Hillary Clinton applied for the job at the FBI, would the FBI give Hillary Clinton a security clearance?
I don't want to answer a hypothetical. The FBI has a robust process in which we adjudicate the suitability of people for employment in the Bureau.
Given the fact pattern you laid out less than 48 hours ago, would a person who had dealt with classified information like that, would that person be granted a security clearance at the FBI?
It would be a very important consideration in a suitability determination.
You're kind of making my point, Director. The point being, because I injected the word Hillary Clinton, you gave me a different answer.
Evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. Evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, nothing marked classified. Did you look at what she told Jim Jordan? Did you look at that? Like, when you interviewed her, did you ask her, did she lie under oath? Did she lie to the public? No basis. He tells Nunez all this. But then Trey Gowdy, he turns around and he says, she lied, she lied, she lied, she lied. Did she lie to the FBI that weekend? Folks, I got to take a brief break. We're going to come back. We're going to stay on this right here because I don't want you, my hope is that you will not fall for the flashy, fancy studio that has the multi-million-dollar corporate budgets that's carrying the water for the deep state, is trying to get you to believe that your President of the United States has done something so bad, so evil, that he needs to be impeached tomorrow. Because that has not happened, okay, in this country. What has happened in this country is the Obamas, okay, the George Soros, the MoveOn.org, the Hillary Clinton, the Bill Clinton, the Uranium One, all right, the dossier, okay, Fusion GPS, the Podestas, okay, it goes on and on, Cheryl Mills, Huma Abedin. The list does not stop of the corruption. The corruption of Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder. It's nonstop. Valerie Jarrett. The enormous corruption that Donald Trump cannot, our President of the United States cannot fight alone. We have to be there. We're going to come back, go through some other articles on this, and then talk about a little bit of Alabama and Tisdale, the Nydia Tisdale trial. She is found guilty on one charge, not guilty on the others. We'll go over that when we return. Sam, take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Broken Bowl, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bowl, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, let's go through some very rapid articles here before we lose time. And this is coming from the Daily Caller. Top Clinton aides face no charges after making false statements to the FBI. The FBI agents who were fired from special counsel. Sorry, my article's refreshing. Okay. The FBI agent who was fired from the special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation team for sending anti-Trump Donald Trump text messages conducted interviews with the Hillary Clinton aides, with 2 Hillary Clinton aides accused of giving false statements about what they knew of the former Secretary of State's private email server. So this Peter Strzok, put him back up. This Peter Strzok, he also was involved in interviewing, Cheryl Mills and Huma Abedin. Neither of Clinton's associates, Cheryl Mills and Huma Abedin, faced legal consequences for their misleading statements, which led to more interviews last year by former FBI section chief. He was a section chief, Peter Strzok. Now, Michael Flynn, but another Strzok interview subject was not so lucky. Michael Flynn, the former national security advisor, pleaded guilty last week to lying during an interview he gave on January 24th to Strzok and other FBI agent. Strzok and another FBI agent did the interview that Flynn has been charged with by Mueller's special counsel and pleaded guilty to 1 count of lying to the FBI. Strzok and another person interviewed Cheryl Mills and Huma Abedin, who lied to the FBI. Nothing happened. This same guy. Remember, Strzok also is tied back all the way to the wiener, and the laptop with all the classified emails, Huma Abedin's laptop that she sent to the wiener. This is grounds for dismissal on any level. This guy here. Passed right up. Okay? Now, I'm going to go somewhere with this. There's an end all to this. Let's see what we have here. There's an end all to this. I'm trying to get. Obviously, it gets to 9:30. I don't know why at 9:30 my computer starts freezing up. And my computer starts freezing up at 9:30. So, Trump FBI agent charged assessed Hillary's email scandal extremely careless, gross mishandling, right? Not negligent, mishandling. Okay? Sorry, Mike. It'll change here in a minute. I promise my computer. I'm sorry, because I am going somewhere. Okay, the gross negligence. Over a weekend, we noted the special counsel Robert Mueller's top FBI investigator and the Russian meddling agent Peter Strzok was removed from the probe due to discovery of anti-Trump text message exchanged with a colleague whom he happened to have an extramarital affair with. The word when the statement came out, when Comey came out, and the statement was gross negligence. See, gross negligence has a criminal element to it. You can prosecute on gross negligence. Let me tell you what you cannot prosecute on. Extremely careless. This is the individual that rearranged the language, okay? From grossly negligent to extremely careless, all right? Now, running out of time, feeling I'm running out of time here, 9:32. I've got to figure out why at this time of the morning. I don't know if we just have a lot of computers online at this time of the morning, but it doesn't get up to where it's about 9:30 where I start freezing up on my internet speed. So anyhow, we'll check into that. So just my computer is having the issue? Okay. So, but again, and this is why they're talking about the FBI is in tatters. The President of the United States said tainted. No, very dishonest. FBI's agent role in the Clinton probe under review, led Clinton email probe. Clinton money going to wife of another FBI agent. That is McCabe, okay? Remember, McCabe was the acting FBI director, the assistant acting FBI director involved. The point, folks, is there are a lot more of this out there. There's more of this out there is what I'm getting at. Peter Strzok is not the only one that does not like Donald Trump. The FBI attorney is at Lisa Page. She is not the only one out there that doesn't like Donald Trump. Okay? There is much more of this. If you think we found text messages from two key players or a key player in the collusion, the effort, the cooperative effort to try to bring your president of the United States down, they're not alone. More anti-Trump messages reportedly sent by members of Mueller's team. A lot more is going to come out. Days after it emerged that former special counsel investigator Peter Strzok was fired from Mueller-Trump Russian probe in August for sending anti-Trump text messages to his mistress while the two were working together. They were working together on the Clinton email investigation. See, when they were working together, she's an FBI agent. So they took the wording and said, no, gross negligence, no, just careless. Got to get that out of there. That's what you send it to the attorney for. Okay? The two were working together on a Clinton email investigation. Sarah Carter of Circa told Fox News panel, okay, that there are more anti-Trump messages sent by Mueller's team floating around. The whole team. What are 8? He hired 16 attorneys. What are 8 or 9 of them are major Clinton supporters? Donors? Major Clinton donors? We talked about that over and over and over, didn't we? Major Clinton donors, right? Hey, there's more messages anti-Trump floating around. Carter previously emerged as one of the handful of people to review documents obtained by an undercover FBI informant embedded in the Russian uranium industry. Appearing on Hannity's show Monday night, Carter was asked about rumors of more anti-Trump sentiment expressed by Mueller's team. Sean Hannity asked, "I'm hearing rumors all over the place, Sarah Carter, that there are other anti-Trump text emails out there, and we know about them." And we know about them. Sarah Carter, I think you're hearing correctly, Sean, and I think a lot more is going to come out. In fact, I know a lot more is going to come out based on the sources I have spoken to. There is so much more in this investigation, okay? But the problem is us, the American people, we're allowing the wrong people to investigate the wrong person, our President of the United States. Somehow we must send a message to our representatives. That's the only place I know to start. And tell them, this needs to end. Mueller needs to go. This needs to end. Okay? Folks, right now, all right, they want to destroy Donald Trump. Mueller subpoenas Trump's Deutsche Bank records. I told you that earlier, okay? Special prosecutor Robert Mueller has zeroed in on a President Donald Trump's business dealings with Deutsche Bank AG as his investigation into alleged Russian meddling into U.S. elections widened. Mueller issued a subpoena to Germany's largest lender several weeks ago, forcing the bank to submit documents in its relation with Trump and his family, according to the person briefed in the matter who asked not to be identified because the actions had not been announced. Deutsche Bank always cooperates with investigating authorities in all countries, said the lender in the statement to Bloomberg Tuesday, declining to provide additional information. Deutsche Bank for months has rebuffed calls by Democrat lawmakers to provide more transparency over the roughly $300 million Trump owed the bank for his real estate dealings prior to becoming president. $300 million. The guy is a multi-billionaire. Again, this will not be illegal. He will not have done anything illegal here. Mueller must go. I'm your host, BKP. We'll take a brief break so I can come back. I've got 2 or 3 other side stories I want to talk about before we close the show. Sam, take us to break.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead.
You know what time it is? Model year-end closeout time at Days Chevy in Jasper, with huge savings on every 2017 Chevy in stock, like over $6,500 off on Malibu, just $17,900, or save a payload on Silverado Double and Crew Cabs, starting from just $31,800. The discounts are big, and the time is now during the model year-end closeout. Hurry to Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Folks, we need another special counsel, do we not? We need to reopen the Hillary Clinton email scandal. We need to open the crimes against the American people. We need to bring her back in. Everything needs looked at again immediately. Supreme Court. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. The Supreme Court upheld the travel ban, what is named the Trump travel ban 7-2. The United States Supreme Court, we knew, you and I out there all along, that the executive branch of our government had the authority to do this. We've known this from day one. Well, now it's been upheld 7-2. Also, the Supreme Court starts to hear arguments today in what's called the Colorado cake baker case, where the owner of a Colorado cake baker said that they would not like to make a cake for a gay wedding, and now it's in the Supreme Court. This will be a big decision we're going to be looking at. The RNC has reinstated like $1 million, I think, to the Roy Moore campaign. All this time, a lady said at 17 years old, Roy Moore was 34. They had a consensual 1-month relationship, and he did not sexually assault her in any way or anything she claims, but that's what she said, is they had a relationship But anyhow, the RNC reinstates support for Moore after Trump endorses him. Yesterday, Donald Trump, we read the tweets. Go get him, Big Roy. Supposedly, President Donald Trump called Roy Moore from Air Force One and said, go get him, Roy. The Republican National Committee is reinstating its support to Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore after initially cutting ties over allegations of sexual misconduct. Two sources confirmed to The Hill Monday. They're going to put about $1 million back into that campaign. It is December 5th. We're going to find out December 12th what happens with Roy Moore. Now, obviously, MSNBC went nuts over that this morning and said the Republican Party, what more can the party do? Republicans, what more can you do to your party by backing Roy Moore? What more can you do to this country by backing Roy Moore? If you give money, this is what was said this morning. If you give money to the RNC, you are giving to the party that supports an accused child molester. The party of accused child molester, if you give money to the RNC. If you give money to the DNC, they're not accused. We have video of child killers, right? You're giving money to the party of child killers, okay? The selling of body parts, Planned Parenthood, abortion. If you give money to the RNC, you're giving money to the party that supports child molesters. Let me tell you, if you give money to the DNC, you give money to the party that probably supports, allegedly, I think really does support, child molestation, pedophiles, the list goes on, okay? Now, so anyhow, John Conyers, the longest running member of Congress in history, will announce today that he will not seek another term. There's a difference, folks. Don't have time to go into it. There's a big difference. Conyers will not seek another term versus being removed. Being removed is different. Might have a little different implication financially to him. But if he just announced he's not going to run again and he completes his term, where does all that campaign money go? Who gets to keep it? I don't know. Sources tell me when you're done, your campaign finance, it's yours. I don't know. Maybe it is. You need to check into that because there's a big difference, okay? So when you talk about the RNC, if you give money to the RNC, you're giving money to the party of an accused child molester. The DNC, oh my God. If you give money to the DNC, you give money to the DNC that held up Kennedy, okay? Ted Kennedy, like he was some superstar in the DNC that murdered a woman, okay? I mean, the list goes on. You don't even have time to how bad giving money to the DNC is. The DCCC, that's the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee, gave Conyers millions of dollars. Head of the Black Caucus. This is a money thing, folks. This is a money thing. Conyers will not seek re-election, and it's all for financial reason. Okay? We need to stop that kind of swamp music. All right? Okay. Obviously, somebody took the president's Twitter account, okay, away from him because there's no fresh tweets right now. Somebody went in, took his phone away from him, I guess. Trump scales back 2 national monuments in Utah, drawing praise and protest. Comes from the Chicago Tribune this morning, and that is Catherine Lucy and Darlene Superville. President Donald Trump on Monday took a rare step of scaling back 2 sprawling national monuments in Utah, declaring that public lands will once again be for public use in a move cheered by Republican leaders who lobbied him to undo protections they considered overly broad. Okay, Ryan Zieke, Secretary Ryan Zieke, okay, the Secretary of the Interior's, Donald Trump goes out to Utah, returns about 2 million acres. 2 million acres to the people of Utah, to us, the American people, the people of Utah. If you look over the last 8 years, what Barack Obama has done and the government has done in the land grabs out west, it's time to return the government, to return the land back to the people. And Donald Trump started that yesterday. I cannot understand how you cannot like this guy, okay? Let me close with this. Yesterday, Nydia Tisdale, okay, she was facing charges, okay, I am the other reporter. So in all of the accounts that you read in the AJC, and several of the articles that you read, there was accounts of the other reporter that was there, okay? They did not ask. This is the state of Georgia versus Nydia Tisdale, okay? And this is from Burt's Pumpkin Farm, where she was removed from Burt's Pumpkin Farm in front of the governor and now Senator Perdue and Congressman Collins. The list goes on, all right? And there was a lot of references in the accounts of the other journalist was not asked to leave because she was removed. The other journalist was not asked to stop recording. The reference was even made, the other journalist, a male. So they went into the trial and it got male and female, okay? Got into male and female. Now, let me say to you out there, and I want this put out as Nydia Tisdale, just a brief, to be put into some of the articles. If I reach out in front of me that day at Burt's Pumpkin Farm, if I went like this, I would have directly touched the back of Nydia Tisdale's head. Okay? Now, Ms. Tisdale spoke to me before. I am the one. When you see the pictures of Tisdale and Sam Olens, former Attorney General of Georgia, I took that picture. Those are mine. When you see the pictures of her being removed, I took that picture. When you hear the audio recording, that's my audio recording. When you hear the audio recording that was put out there of the Attorney General Sam Owens, that's my audio recording. When you see all the pictures, you hear the audio recording, you hear the interview that I did with Nydia Tisdale the day after she got out of jail. I did a big interview with her. That's mine, okay? That's my interview with her. All right? Period. I am the one, as close as I'm looking at you in the camera, that watched Clint Bearden come in and talk. This close to me, to there, talk to Nydia Tisdale. I am the one that watched then Deputy Dawson County Deputy Tony Wooten come in and talk. I actually heard what they said to her. It was a little muffled. They were trying to stay quiet because Insurance Commissioner Ralph Hudgens was talking. I heard what they said to her. I watched Wooten. Nobody, not a person in the place, watched Wooten pick her up and remove her like I did. Other journalist. Well, I'm going to write an article called Other Journalist in the room. Because the state of Georgia did subpoena me to testify in this trial. They did subpoena me in if needed for me to validate evidence. If the defense at any time, if the defense asked, okay, to deny the authentication of the evidence, I would have went over to authenticate it. But you know what? They did not call me as a witness. And for this, I don't understand why the state did that. I don't understand why the state did that. And this is my opinion, folks, and I will go in further detail when I write my article and put it out. But there was charges. Nydia Tisdale was found guilty of misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. So the claims that she obstructed an officer, kicked or hit him, that's a misdemeanor. She is found guilty of that. But she was acquitted on the felony obstruction and trespassing. So the charges of trespassing on private property when she was told and the felony obstruction, she was acquitted on those charges. So she got off. So for those that this will upset, her attorney, Bruce Harvey, did this pro bono, okay? No charge. I, to this day, feel that Ray Lewis is a murderer. I feel to this day Ray Lewis got away with murder in Atlanta. I, to this day, do not think Ray Lewis should have ever been in a position to hoist a Super Bowl, a Vince Lombardi trophy in the air. I, to this day, do not think that Ray Lewis should ever have been eligible, or ever be in the Hall of Fame. My opinion is clearly that Ray Lewis came to Atlanta and murdered somebody and got away with it. Now, I won't say, quote, he brags he got away with it, but he does make some bragging claims in several articles. Well, that was Nydia Tisdale's attorney, Bruce Harvey. Bruce Harvey represented Ray Lewis. Bruce Harvey got him acquitted for murder. Bruce Harvey is the attorney that gave Ray Lewis the opportunity to go on and enjoy millions and millions of dollars in the NFL, okay, and hoist a Vince Lombardi trophy. That was Bruce Harvey. Well, hey, he's an attorney. You slap the money down, say, get me out of this. That's the job, I guess, right? Ray Lewis paid the bill. Well, may not be equal, but Ray Lewis got off. And my opinion is Nydia Tisdale got off. My opinion is Nydia Tisdale was guilty of all counts. That's my opinion. But you know, it's the great thing. It's a jury of her peers. That's the way it works. Both sides present their case. That's the way it works. The jury deliberates, comes up. They determine it. That's the way it works. So that's the way it works. And I'm going to live with it. But I am going to write the article, the other juror, the other journalist in the room. Okay? So Nydia Tisdale is only found guilty on a misdemeanor of obstructing an officer. And I feel the other two charges, I think she may have been guilty of those. But a jury said no. And we're going to leave it at that. I'm your host, BKP. Now, don't forget, Friday, I like to bring that to you also. Friday, we are at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. If you ever want to be a part of the All-Star panel, you can send me an email, chief@fetchernews.com, chief@fetchernews.com. I'd like to be a part of the All-Star panel. We'll see about getting you on there. Also, if you... Our pet of the week is from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. Want to always highlight, go to humanesocietyofblueridge.org. Check out Pet of the Week. We'll have that Friday. And always our Ask the Doc segment. Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. We want to thank Georgia Cancer Specialist for that. And if you have a question for Dr. Whaley, you send that to info@fetchernews.com, and we'll get an answer. Maybe he'll get the question on the air on Friday at 8:15, or he will at least respond. I know that he responds to all emails. So we have that segment, and that's Friday at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Before we close, the third quarter of the President of the United States, do you know he's not taking the salary? You see, Donald Trump is not President of the United States so he can get a book deal. You got it? He had the book deal. He's not President of the United States so he can get named like Bill Clinton and Barack Obama to 12 different advisory boards. By just putting them on advisory boards, they automatically get their name on the payroll, so they get sent $250,000. All right, he already had that. You see, everything that our government officials or our presidents in the past much like Bill Clinton, much like recently Barack Obama, Donald Trump didn't need to do. Okay? My impression is Obama called down to payroll and say, hey, what day does checks come out for my what day does my payment come out? But not Donald Trump. President of the United States is not taking any money from you people. His third quarter salary as President of the United States, he gave back to the Department of HHS for opiate addiction treatment. That's right. Is that in the news? Your President of the United States is not even taking a salary. So it's 10 o'clock. There's a story I want you to read. Meth crisis in West Virginia. Overdose deaths soar to record high. And that's on Zero Hedge. And that came out at 7:50 last night. I'm your host, BKP. Guess what? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Guess what? I'll be back. Guess what? It'll be 8 o'clock, FYN TV. Take us out of here, Sam.